Well, why should you be the only one involved?
But I am involved. We are all involved.
I need your love.
This is a Thor News presentation.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Hit the button, baby.
The people have the right to fight for their lives.
Stay cool. Thor News presents.
I think it's going to be a dangerous summer. I don't think this is a challenge.
Dangerous?
Yeah.
Why?
The summer of living dangerously. Yeah.
They used IMF funds to pay the IMF. They used IMF funds to pay the IMF.
The risk is that long-term yields could start climbing a lot faster if there's lost confidence in the dollar.
The dollar has now plunged to a 4-month low, getting whacked lately on weak U.S. economic data.
PIMCO is hitting the eject button and getting out of the stock picking business.
I think it says that they are retrenching. You know, they've had record outflows for the past 2 years, and that's just not cutting it.
When you look at Greece, it seems that we're inching slowly towards chaos.
Yes, I mean, it's like a slow car crash that we have been seeing for some time, isn't it?
Deja vu.
Yeah, we are going to run out of time.
So there is a massive risk involved in this. It is reflected, it has always been reflected in Venezuela. All countries that are sketchy with their data, investors have to pay up in the bond market. I mean, this is the third riskiest country in the world after Ukraine and Greece.
This is a lose, 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 lose transaction.
So it's a solvency issue. It's not a liquidity issue, definitely.
And what I can tell you right now is it's pretty interesting.
The stock market's just like a beast, man. It doesn't give a shit about people. It only cares about its profits. Imagine it sees people as the beans before they've been refried. Okay.
With all of the major indices ending in the green, the S&P starts out this week at a new record high, while the Dow is within 16 points of its all-time mark. Bad news could be good news for investors. So the obvious question here is why? Well, European stimulus, i.e. QE, is powerful.
They used IMF funds to pay the IMF.
What are financial instruments? What are credit default swaps?
The madness, as you know, is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
And also, the Fed is concerned about economic growth overall. I mean, the latest data we have show that the American economy is just not growing.
You know, most margin positions are fully leveraged, so when you get into what I call virgin range territory, things change quickly.
And it's been a big panic in a very, very, very liquid environment.
Because, I think the problems with the Fed and Greece and, concerns about earnings and economic growth, they're not going to go away anytime soon. They will persist.
It is the vegetative universe run amok in the federal government.
Does every firm wake up and do a PIMCO this morning?
I don't think this is a Goldilocks economy. I think this is Goldilocks' grandmother.
So it hurts the little guy.
Yeah.
If Greece does default, if Greece does exit the Eurozone, that's clearly going to rattle the markets. 6 months down the line, you will come to the same scenario, that you need more money.
Katia, how bad does Argentina need Chinese money?
China's Argentina's second biggest trading partner after Brazil. They had about $17 billion in commerce with Argentina in 2013, and they're basically aiding Argentina in many, many different ways.
How are we going to get enough money in time?
Our government has been infiltrated. You think your world is safe. It is an illusion.
This is an unprecedented type of a default.
I'm only burning my half. All you care about is money.
War has started.
It was a surprise.
So when I labeled, branded, and coined the new economy we are in and have been in since 2008, I did it so well. Keynes just sat up in his grave and they won't be able to take it back. The dragon is the default. And you don't want the dragon to show up. So the dragon is default avoidance. And the beast is the giant banking system that now feeds on bailouts.
Oh, I've heard. A mindless beast.
For I have returned to have my vengeance.
went from a faux free market, and on October 3rd, 2008, we went to a beast dragon economy.
So, shall we begin?
The madness, as you know, is like gravity. All it takes...
Boom.
Money. The dragon is the default. And you don't want the dragon to show up. Because the dragon sets stuff on fire.
Everything burns.
And paper burns real fast.
This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents...
Guys, I'm bringing the party to you.
Fox, business can hardly keep up with the corporate crime.
Because all you people want is more.
Why do all these big banks have all the power?
They're schemers. Schemers trying to control their little worlds.
She is the perfect extra incentive for me to cover this massive story.
Deja vu.